Hey, my beautiful people. Today I decided to make for my family, my Turkish family, some Turkish traditional food. We are going to be needing some eggplants. I already washed and then sliced into these long halves like so. And then we want to make sure that we are not boiling, we are frying them so that they can actually get golden brown. Also, I have some carrots that we're gonna be needing, and also I'm gonna be slicing into long slices like this the onions. Meanwhile, our food, like our eggplants, are ready. This is one of the Turkish cuisines. By the way, I know how to make a lot of Turkish foods, but I don't know their real names. Okay, but I think it is something to do with kizatma or some stuffed fried stuff, so you're gonna understand me. So once they are done, the carrots, you can choose any vegetables that you want. I prefer carrots and actually eggplants because they are long and they're gonna give you amazing results. So meanwhile, I have to create some onions and garlic, and also we're gonna be needing some chilies. Okay, these are sweet chilies. You can use the way they are, but for me, I normally prefer to actually remove the inside because my kids don't like it. But for adults, you can just slice and then you don't even need to fry. But for me, I just love frying them because it's gonna give that good sweetness and delicious smell. Meanwhile, what we're gonna need is actually some minced meat. So I'm taking some minced meat, I'm adding in my spices. You can add any spice that you have in the house. For me, I prefer to do the red chili, sweet chili, and also some cumins and some salt and some the grated garlic and onion, and you can add in dania or coriander. I don't have in the house, that's why I did not include, but if you have, you can add in. And then once you're done, you add the salt like I said, and then if you have some mint, you can add in depending on how you want, and also some breadcrumbs. Okay, if you don't have breadcrumbs, just take some bread and actually mix together and add in some olive oil. Meanwhile, what is happening here is that our chilies are ready. Of course, I'm just frying them. You don't need to fry like I said, but for me, like I said, I love the sweetness when they are actually all of them they have been fried. So we have everything ready, and I'm gonna mix the mincemeat very well thoroughly so that everything is mixed, and we're gonna be having we're gonna be using this one to make kofte or meatballs rather in English. I think in Turkish it is kofte or something. Okay, so I'm just using my hands like so to press something like those stuff. You understand, and you can do however you want it. For me, I prefer just using my one hand, and actually once I'm done, I'll fry a little bit. Okay, I'm not frying a lot. Remember, we are also going to be putting in the oven. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is actually my kids are distracting me. On a separate stuff like pan, you add in the onions, the one that we had sliced long. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna let our meatballs to turn golden brown, at least both sides, and then we're gonna remove them to cool down. Okay, everything has cooled down like so, and our onions, we're gonna make sure that they are actually a little bit golden brown. You don't need to brown them a lot, you don't need to cook a lot, but just get that flavor for stuff. You can add in a little bit salt, and if you like, you can even add in some spices. For me, I just love the way they are because I want that sweetness of the onions. Okay, so what I'm gonna add in to make sure that it gives me a good taste, it is the soya sauce. Okay, so I'm adding in a pinch of it, or maybe some little bit of it. You don't need to, it is optional. And then just to make sure that everything turns brown very well, golden brown, and it's gonna give the onions a very good color. Okay, brownish color, something like that, without overcooking them. once we are done with this part, we're gonna let them to actually cook for a minute and then add in our tomatoes. If you have tomato paste, you can add in. I just realized I don't have tomato paste, but I did have the blended tomatoes, so I'm gonna add in. Okay, so once you add in everything, let it boil or let it cook for a few minutes, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then voila, you are ready to go. Now what we are going to do is actually, our stuff are ready, like the ones that the eggplants. We are going to take a pan, not a pan, you can use a pan, you can use any oven pan or stuff like that, whichever that can go inside the oven. And you don't need, even if you don't have a pan, an oven, you don't need it, you can do it on a pan, okay, frying pan. So we're gonna make sure that we are putting eggplant, tomato, not tomato, carrot, and then our chilies, okay, and then we are going to, on the top we are adding in our minced meat or our kofte, okay. So then we roll it. That's how we're gonna do it. It's very simple, very easy once you learn how to do this. Remember, I'm using olive oil, so there's no need to worry about the olive. Have little kids who love some potatoes, and also they love to be choosy when it comes to food. I decided to add in also some carrots. You can, not carrots, some potatoes, okay, potatoes. So you can add in potatoes or zucchini or whatever, not zucchini, the one that we normally cook, I don't know the name, that looks like cucumber. It's, I don't know the name, I'm gonna try to find it. I'm forgetting the English name. So you can use anything that you have in the house. For me, I do the potatoes. Now once the potatoes are actually golden brown, you don't need to cook, to overcook, to over fry them. You're gonna just dump everything inside there like so, okay. And then what you're gonna do is actually to make sure that you can arrange however you want, it doesn't matter, as long as it's gonna go inside the, like, it's gonna, everything gonna be okay. And then we're gonna use our sauce, the one we had prepared with the onions and the tomatoes, and then just sprinkle all over like that. It's gonna give those the food a very good, delicious smell and also taste. And then put it in the oven, cook for 5. Now after 5-6 minutes, our food is ready, and you can serve it depending, like you can serve it or eat with normal Turkish bread, or maybe if you have some rice, or maybe some bulgur pilau or cracked wheat, or depending on what you have in the house, you can serve together, okay. And also don't forget about the yogurt, because it is very important in Turkish culture or Turkish cuisine. So there you have it, guys. This is our, I don't know the name, I'll ask my husband, I think he told me but I forgot, the minced potato stuff like that. I don't know if it is gizatma kofte, yemek, I'm not sure. So I'll leave you to actually enjoy the food, and if you're liking my content, you want to see more, do me one favor, guys, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, I'll see you. Bye.